No dice. At least I don't think so. Nope, I am just not seeing it. Hello again. No, you should be able to see it. Frankly, Ren asks, can one only see the Moonbeam stream if you're subscribed? No, you should see it. Stormer asks, anybody know, do we stay or will relaunching push out a new video link? I think you had to join a new chat. You might not be here with us. I think it does create a new link for you. What a joy. All right, I'm going to have to get even more technical on this, and I think what I will do is end this stream for now. I don't know, David. It's a new video, yeah, that's what I thought. Well, so I'm going to be mucking around with this for the next short while, and then it's onto the phones because today I'm reaching out to friendly local game stores. If you recall your mission, you were to scour your neighborhood and or just tell me who your favorite friendly local game store, because I want to know them. I want to meet them, and I want to do events at their stores and get to know those folks in those communities. So it would be very helpful if you sent a note to Let's Play at Green Ronin, and for those of you that have, thank you very much. I'm actually using some of that information today to reach out, and there's a dozen of you over in the other video still. Yeah, that's the way it works. I do wish it would just kind of close it up, Stormer, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a little more chaos than is suitable for the stream. I'm going to end the stream here in a minute. And I'm going to, maybe we'll do a makeup stream. Good, yeah, this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Yeah, this is just not gonna, it's not gonna work, and it must. You know what's interesting is I'm not seeing anybody in our realm when I go over to Moonbeam. Actually, this is a good time. We'll do this. We'll do a couple housekeeping type things since I've got you, since you're here. We are adding moderators. So, I mentioned some of the big things that are coming for Age in general, for the community at large. We've got the Atomic Think Tank. Hey, Tempo, glad you made it. Oh boy, I can't even tell you how much time I've spent in Austin, but I'm not, when I'm traveling for work, I don't necessarily go to, I don't stop by game stores in my travels. I should do that. It'd be fun, but oftentimes I don't have time. You see 65 members, yeah, but that's not active folks. That's just that's how many people belong to our new realm. But it shows that, like, people who are on. It tells me how many people are hanging out. At least ostensibly, it's supposed to. But there isn't a chat room for your YouTube stream. Hiya, Stan. Stan, we just talked about you earlier, about you and Chris hanging out. We're playing around with Moonbeam, and it's, of course, getting the best of me. But as far as Moonbeam goes, one of the things that I'm doing, so we have the opportunity with Moonbeam to revenue split, and we're going to do that. We're gonna, any of the moonstones will share with our moderators, and we have some folks already that are moderators. You of course have seen folks like Devious. He's pretty engaged. A community leader of sorts, just actually. And we are going to be having a meeting of all of the moderators and folks that are doing that kind of work for us, and we'll be announcing some very cool happenings. I can't even, I don't even want to give you a hint, but I'll say it's no, I can't even hint because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Surreptitious. That's great. I love it. Have a vacation in the UK. I did have a tour duty down there. In several places in Texas, but that was during my video games phase, of which I am well and truly. I do a little work here and there, but I'm not there all the time. Any giveaways? Like, what are you looking for, Shadowcat? You want a giveaway? Should I do a giveaway of some kind? You have to let me know before I pull the plug on the stream and try to, and then I will be we'll be running tests and playing around with that, with Restream and Moonbeam and TikTok and all of that, because I swear. Funny. Hey, hey, Michael. Sorry, my friend, to have led you astray. We're playing around with Moonbeam, and it required a restart of the stream, and unfortunately, I can't just slip right into the old stream, though that would be handy. And nope, it is just not doing it, is it? On my end, it says everything's great. You should be able to do this, and yet I cannot. Okay, about enough of that. No, it's really my fault. Yeah, I do want to carry Moonbeam home in a jar. I'd settle for, just hanging out. If it would just work, I wouldn't have to capture it. Yeah, nope. All right, rather than plague everybody with this, I will, we'll do a makeup stream for this. I thought it was going to be a little easier than this, and I thought it would be like, hey, cool, everyone can come over and hang out at Moonbeam, but it actually is just not working, and not really anything I can twiddle with on my end. But what are you going to do? Before I jump, is there anything that? Yeah, it is odd that I can't see you there. It is very strange. And you may see this live start up and stop as I work with Moonbeam to troubleshoot. Feel free to jump in and come and hang out and say hi. But it'll be very techie test kind of stuff. I would rather be a mule, actually. I do like a mule or a donkey too. You ever seen those guys when they see the person they love? They just sound like they're crying. They're very sweet. Okay, you see. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do that. So David says, "Oh wait, I can see active members by clicking the 65 members box." And everybody's. I think that the reason. I wonder if the reason why they're all in the rules area is because that's the. No, maybe not. I thought. Nope. Let's see. Where do I see that? 65 members. Well, there I am. Streamer. You see Team Ronin. And then our members. I like it. But active, I don't see active when I click on that. Now I'm on a desktop, so I don't know if that changes things, but it just shows the whole list. Doesn't really show me or differentiate between live or here or not here. And when you say that everybody's in rules, oh, I see that there are some people here, or at least I see that they're live. I don't see. I when I look at I have a little notification. It says one person is watching. I think that's me, or one person waiting, or something like that. But I wonder if that had to do with where I was looking at it. Maybe I don't know. We're figuring it out together. I see you actively chatting, but I don't see that there are people like it says one person, so maybe that's an issue with our friends here at Moonbeam. One online right now, huh? And where's I dropped something in a chat. I have a feeling that it's something about permissions or something because everything checks out. It should be functioning, but it's just not. Very true. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm aware of the channels. I know that you. Yeah, good tempo. I'm seeing the chat. I see got a little. David just followed. Conflux visitor just started following. Yeah, make sure you're following anyway. A good time to put that in. Make sure that that's all set and yeah, nope. Everything should be functioning. Everything should be working. There's not much more that I can do. I'm going to need the expertise of our friends. Hey, Auden, good to see you, my friend. We are just about to end this stream and then start troubleshooting to see why Moonbeam isn't working. But yeah, we'll sort it out. I know that I owe you a program, a little bit more Thursdaygy and a little less techy, and maybe we'll play around this weekend or something. But big things coming for the H community. Just catching you up, Auden. We've got lots of fun announcements, new partnerships, new collaborations, a new journey together, especially for our community. A lot of great new resources coming, and I'm excited about it. Very much so. The other thing I want folks to consider, for those folks who have, and I'll send you a note as well, but I'm just saying this out loud so everyone else can be apprised. If you you share with me your friendly local game store. And if you're interested in running an event there, let me know at your friendly local game store or appropriate space for this, for TTRPG gaming. And we will digitally pipe in a celebrity GM or somebody who can come and just kind of answer questions, that kind of thing. And the events don't have to be your classic, like, let's all sit around the table, though those are fun and we would love you to do that. They could be something like, let's take a look at a book and sort of maybe have one of our developers come in and hang out. Also, Echo Dive, look out for it. What? Look out for it. Like, is it coming my way? Is it attacking? Also, Echo Dive, look out for it. I will look out for that. It does sort of sound like a villain. Echo Dive is coming for you. Yeah. Please elaborate. Soon. Okay. All right. Menacing. But okay, friends, hey, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut it out. How do you build a murder bot in Age? Oh yeah. Wow. No, we've got the answer to that for sure. I think that in the last engine number 2, there's a murder bot in there. And it's murdery. For sure. So you have to check it out. Okay, friends. Thank you for suffering this. I'll be back. And if you see the live pop up again, it's because we're testing Moonbeam. Feel free to come by and harangue and harass and explain. Doesn't it? Yes, Dan says it does. It does sound like a villain that Alex would bring to Mumamo. Absolutely. Or something that Alex would unleash on his heroes. And it would be a flood of murder bots. But Murderbot Chronicles. Murderbot, she wrote. Okay. Thank you, friends, for your patience. And I'm really looking forward to getting all this tech stuff out of the way. Because, like I said, fun stuff's coming and I want to share it with you. I want to share it with everybody. Right? Yeah, right? Dive. Misery does love company, and I do invite you to be a part of my misery. I certainly love to share. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.